Hey guys, welcome and welcome back. So today will actually be day 6 and 7. Um, and I think they pair well together anyway. Um, Yesterday was a bit busy. I was coming down um, to South Carolina for a few days to just enjoy, just enjoy. Um, so me and the kids are down here and we are having a blast. Um, Let me start. So today we're going to pick up with Psalm 119 starting at verse 114 through 120. And that section is called Samek. It's the 15th letter of the Hebrew alphabet, and it's really meant to lean on or to uphold. And when we get into the passage, it'll all make sense. So we're going to start with reading Psalm 119. And I'm going to go back one verse because it's real important. Starting at verse 113. Samek. I hate double-minded people, but I love your law. You are my refuge and my shield. I've put my hope in your word. Away from me, you evildoers, that I may keep the commands of my God. Sustain me, my God, according to your promise, and I will live. Do not let my hopes be dashed. Uphold me, and I will be delivered. I will always have regard for your decrees. You reject all who stray from your decrees. All the wicked of the earth you discard like a dross. Therefore, I love your statutes. My flesh trembles in fear of you. I stand in awe of your laws. And so as we get into day 6, or the portion that would have been day 6, where do you run when the noise, the controversy, the chaos, the outrage of the world becomes overwhelming? You know, those moments where we put culture over kingdom, or where we put, choosing this side in this war, and this side on this war, and this side on this political issue, and that side on a different political issue, without even referencing the one who government and system and order even stands. And you see how the psalmist starts off with, I hate double-minded people. I hate double-minded people. And when we look into the word double-minded, the Hebrew version, Seaphim, is translated as basically having divided thoughts, right? Or doubting the opinions. And so if you're spiritually skeptical, if you vacillate in between choices, God, he says he likes when our yes is yes and our no is no. He is a definitive God. So he operates in clarity. And this is why he loves faith. Because faith is something that, you are sure of, right? Faith is something that you are sure of. And this is why he responds when people act in faith and when they approach him in faith, knowing that he already has an answer for them. And so when it comes to these things of the world, the the toxic noise, the noise that's distracting, right? Be assured of a few things. One, the noise won't even always be the noise. When I first read the psalm, the first thing that popped in my head was this song from back in the day, Trouble Don't Last Always, by Reverend Timothy Wright. And I love that song because it doesn't glorify the problem. And so often when we worry, when we constantly go from thought to thought to thought over an issue, we're in a way glorifying a problem instead of glorifying our God. Glorifying a God who is sure, who one, laid down laws because he is that sure. He is that sure. And two, he gave us his word so that we can also be that sure and have evidence that can build our faith. And then we can approach him in faith and move these mountains in faith. If it takes a mustard seed of faith to move a mountain, and that mountain has not moved, then we might want to double check if our faith is as sure as we think it is, right? And I seen the perfect example play out today. We were walking back from the beach. It was raining quite hard at this point, which is why we were walking back from the beach. And as we were walking back from the beach, and the kids wanted to go continue outdoor time at the pool and at the hot tub, because it was windy also, so they were a little chilly anyway, so they wanted to get in the hot tub. One of them starts praying. He's praying. He's like, Lord, and it was a simple prayer. He's like, Lord, bless us. Lord, make the rain subside. And Lord, keep us. Amen. That's literally it. That was it. That was all he said. So simple, so innocent, but sure, just as sure as he said it. And by the time we make it to the pools and the hot tub, it's just as sure as the rain was going from a rain to a mist, and the mist changed to sunlight. And I'm just like, that simple. And so when we look at these different things that are taking place, we didn't necessarily run. We have to recognize that we already have a shield. Hey, welcome back. It is evening. So let's get into this and finish out day 7. So earlier I recorded day 6, had to kind of stop it. And so just as a recap, day 6 was out of Psalm 119, and the highlight was that you are my refuge, my shield. I put my hope in your word, Psalm 119, verse 14. And it's all about taking refuge in God as our hiding place, our place of safety when life is just lifing, right? When things get overwhelming, and being sure, not being double-minded. And so as we close out with day 7, it's called Great Peace. And that's why I said day 6 and 7 really can go hand in hand when it comes to what it is. Because if you go into the hiding place, right, and you delight in him and you allow him to delight in you, you know, it's something truly so beautiful and so sweet about allowing God's love to be fully present in your life, right? Because some people really do struggle with accepting good, accepting compliments, accepting love, accepting that grace and mercy, and knowing that it's something that you don't have to, like when it's love, And as you practice and you learn to let him love you, realizing that you truly do not have to pay for love. You can't work for his love, can't work for his grace. He already gave that. He is going to call you to be obedient and to submit and all of those things, but that's something you would willingly do anyway when you truly love someone back, right? You want to do things that are pleasing. And so what you find in that place as you learn to take refuge and to have that hiding space, that safety within him, and recognize it, is you'll find great peace. You'll find great peace, this unshakable peace. When your heart wants to wander, when your heart wants to flee, not just from the bad things, but from the good things too. Sometimes things can be so overwhelming, just from life's transitions. And so take refuge in him. And so as we conclude our journey through Psalms 119, we're going to pick back up at (165) and we'll read through the end of it. So great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. I wait for your salvation, Lord, and I follow your commands. I obey your statutes, for I love them greatly. I obey your precepts and your statutes, for all my ways are known to you. And starting at verse 169, Tav, my cry come before you, Lord. Give me understanding according to your word. May my supplication come before you. Deliver me according to your promise. May my lips overflow with praise, for you teach me your decrees. May my tongue sing of your word, for all your commands are righteous. May your hand be steady help, ready to help me, for I've chosen your precepts. I long for your salvation, Lord, and your laws give me delight. Let me live that I may praise you, and may your laws sustain me. I have strayed like a lost sheep. Seek your servant, for I have not forgotten your commands. And it's a lot going on between verses 165 and 167, but one undeniable thread throughout the whole of 119 is the safety and that's found in obedience, the safety that is found in his laws, his decrees, the things he's told you to do, right? Because truly he's a good God, a loving God, and you can find peace knowing that if you are following him and what he's told you to do, both through his written word as well as those personal decrees, that you don't have to compete with those around you. The peace that you have from it, his shalom, his peace is complete, it is whole. And as you take refuge in him, he's going to make you whole in all that you do, in all of your thoughts, so they aren't divided, right? So take a deep, true look, and know that God's grace is persistent. And as we look at this last letter, Tav, it's the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet, right? Number 22. And so in symbolism, even in the way it's written, it's like he's setting a table before you, a place that is prepared, a place that is ready, complete. It's his seal and his signature, where you can sit down and rest and enjoy the fruits of all that has taken place. A place where you can now avoid self-sacrifice because he's made provision in that place. And he's also given renewal in that place. And so as we conclude, I just pray that we move forward not in self-righteousness or pride, but with honest confession. Just like the psalmist, he recognized that he was indeed lost. And as someone who was lost, he asked for help. And every now and again, we all need a little bit of help getting back on track. So take great peace in that. Know that he is our good shepherd. And so just as a reflection point, great peace have those who love your law, and nothing can make them stumble. So I just thank God for each and every one of you who has traveled with me through this 7-day journey through Psalm 119. And if you're still following the journaling and the reflection, thank God for being a gentle shepherd, as someone else I've heard greatly say, an invitational shepherd. And it truly is his goodness that brings us to repentance. So don't feel condemned, don't feel down, but feel refreshed, knowing that a new life awaits you with him walking hand in hand with you. Anyways, have great peace, many peace, much blessings. Yeah, it's been enjoyable. Y'all have a good night.